The following is a paid commercial program paid for by Kirsten Lambert and Perry, PLLC. The opinions and views expressed in this program belong to its sponsors and are not those of this station or their affiliates or their employees.
Hi, we're attorneys from the law firm of Kirsten Lambert and Perry. We primarily practice bankruptcy in Central and Southern Arkansas to help people get on top of their financial problems. Now, I'm sure some of you just cringed when you heard the word bankruptcy, and sadly, it does have a bit of a negative reputation. However, most people don't realize that bankruptcy isn't just for people who are careless with their finances or who are looking to avoid paying their debts. Bankruptcy is actually a way for the average family to get back on their feet after a financial hardship.
Say you've had a medical emergency or lost your job. We know during these last 2 years that could apply to many Arkansans. Or maybe you're just struggling to keep up with the rising cost from everything from high groceries to gas. It's becoming harder and harder for the average family to keep up with all the costs and keep food on their table. All these situations could be helped by filing bankruptcy.
And bankruptcy is nothing to be ashamed of. Most people aren't experts, and it's easy to get off track when it comes to your finances, especially when something unexpected happens. It's not something to be embarrassed about. People file for bankruptcy every day in every state for many different reasons. And while bankruptcy can't lower the cost of gas or groceries, it can help reduce or eliminate payments on debts like credit cards, medical bills, personal loans, or vehicle loans. If you're one of many people who are robbing Peter to pay Paul every month, bankruptcy may free up your income for the things you can't live without: shelter, food, transportation, etc.
I know for me personally, my family sits down and does a monthly budget, similar to the one we have on screen. We know that every penny counts, so when the cost of everything starts to rise, it can be hard to keep up with other payments. For example, a few months ago, your budget may have had room to pay extra on your credit card payments, but now you can only make the minimum payment, if you can make a payment at all. A lot of the time, making just the minimum payment won't help you make progress on a credit card debt, because high interest rate and fees make it impossible to get ahead. When you file bankruptcy, many times you don't have to pay back the credit card debt at all, which would free up room for you to go towards your monthly expenses and bills. Or we can create a payment plan that'll help you pay back a portion of those debts while reducing that high interest that will allow your budget to function. If you're struggling with your credit card payments or just the high monthly expenses, give us a call.
And if you've been struggling for a while now, you might have received a lawsuit or even a wage garnishment because of your debt. Garnishments can severely impact your income and ability to pay for even your most basic expenses: lights, water, gas, food, even your rent and your car payment. For example, if your monthly income was normally around $1,200 before a garnishment, when your garnishment starts, you may only bring home as little as $900 a month. For most people and families, this kind of income reduction would make it nearly impossible to pay for what they need. Bankruptcies can not only stop a garnishment from starting, but it can also stop an active one so that you can keep your hard-earned money and put it to what you and your family need. If you're facing a lawsuit or a garnishment, give us a call.
A high vehicle payment can also cause financial hardship. We know that living in Arkansas, a vehicle is pretty much a necessity, and sometimes it's impossible to get one without a high rate of interest or a high monthly payment. This can make even a basic family vehicle extremely expensive. And with the rising cost of living, you may be struggling to make your car or truck payment, or you may be facing a repossession. With bankruptcy, we may be able to get you out of a vehicle that's too expensive without being sued over it later. We may also be able to lower the payment on a vehicle that you still need, or we may be able to stop a repossession. If your car payment is too high, or if you're worried about a repossession, give us a call.
If any of this seems familiar to you, or if you're just struggling to keep up with inflation and make your monthly payments, give us a call. We offer free individualized consultations with our attorneys to see how bankruptcy may be able to lower your monthly expenses. Call us today at Kirsten Lambert and Perry. We can help.
When you file bankruptcy, many times you don't have to pay back the credit card debt at all.
We offer free individualized consultations with our attorneys to see how bankruptcy may be able to lower your monthly expenses.
With bankruptcy, we may be able to get you out of a vehicle that's too expensive without being sued over it later. We may also be able to lower the payment on a vehicle that you still need, or we may be able to stop a repossession.
Call us today at
Kirsten
Lambert
and Perry.
We can help.